Hey, join your favorite breath coach here. How the heck are you? Breathe. Just breathe. I had received a couple messages from people that are asking me why it's important to turn off TV and social media, et cetera, before going to bed at least 2 hours. One is the absolute minimum, two is preferred. Why? Because you need this thing to settle down just a little bit. Here's the thing. You're watching the news, you're scrolling on Facebook or whatever, Instagram, Twitter, I don't really care which one you use, doesn't matter. But if you are reacting to all the things that you're looking at and you're having a violent reaction, you're having a vehement reaction because there's a war here and there's a war here, and then you're going to go to bed, what do you think you're going to dream about? Think about it for a minute. It's like, there's a difference between watching a movie, not much of one, and reading the stuff. Your mind, as you're thinking of these things, is telling you that this is what's really happening in the world. I'm not going to get into how media tends to morph things just a little bit, but when you think about how you're reacting, and I do mean reacting, because if you're watching the news time after time after time and you're having the same reaction, that's something you might want to think about. It's something you might want to stop, because this is, in essence, something that is going to affect your manifestations, no matter what your manifestations are. Because as you incorporate these things into your dreams, your thoughts, the vibrations of those thoughts go into your body and they become what you're emanating. Everything about us, everything on this planet, this thing that you're watching me on, whether it's your phone or your laptop or whatever, I don't really care. It's the thing that I'm transmitting on. It's a vibration. This kitty cat on my lap, this is a vibration. Everything is a vibration. And in order for you to manifest the things that you really want, you really should pay a little bit more attention to your own vibration. This is right up there with self-love. If you're asking for, simple example, $1,000 because you want to go get a makeover, pardon me, or you want to get new clothing, or you want to get whatever, it doesn't really matter. You want $1,000 to do something pretty for yourself. And if you're a guy, I'm sorry, I use the term pretty, but whatever, you want to do something special for yourself. Okay. So, and you're asking for the money, and it's great. Absolutely. We all want a little extra money to do something special for ourselves. But here's the thing, you go do that, and then you go look in the mirror and you go, damn, you look rough today. You got a lot of extra lines on your face. Or you try on it the next morning after you've done you did your meditation, you went to bed, you had your happy dreams, you wake up, you did your meditation, and then you go to the mirror, you grab your clothes out of the closet, you put them on, you go, oh crap, I'm fat. That's not self-love. Everything that you just manifested, you pretty much just wiped out, because yourself, this is the vessel, this is the church, this is the temple, whatever you want to call it. This is the temple that your little soul is living in, or big soul, depends who you talk to, don't really care. Okay, so this is the temple that your soul is living in. It deserves all the, what's the word I'm looking for? Reverence. Reverence. It deserves all the reverence that you give to a church, or in some cases that you give to money. Think about it for a minute. If you don't give this as much respect as you're asking for to receive from God, universe, source, whatever you choose to call it, all that is, Allah, everybody's got a different term. It's all good. If you don't give this temple the same reverence that you're giving to the money that you want, or the thing that you want, the car, the house, the job, I don't care what it is. It's not that you're never going to receive your manifestation. Absolutely. You're going to get it at some point. But if you want things to come faster, start here. And really, it starts with, and I know I've had people argue this with me, it doesn't. It starts with 5 to 10 minutes a day, just sitting and focusing on your breath and allowing your vibrations to raise. When you allow your vibrations to raise, you raise the vibrations of everything around you. When you start meditating in the same space every day for the same amount of time or longer, I mean, you can increase it over time, doesn't really matter. You start emanating these vibrations. When you do it a little bit every day, and it doesn't take as long as some people think, it takes as long as you allow it to happen. And I've said this before, and I'm not putting pressure on you, but it really does start with you. You know, if you want to feel peace, you can't watch the evening news before you go to bed. Seriously, what's on the news? As Peter Sage says, chronic negative news, right? I know BK Shivani brought this up in a live she did not too long ago. If you're watching the news and you're reacting to it, you're bringing those vibrations into your home, into your mind, and into your body. You're bringing those icky thoughts into you. I'm not saying you have to be positive all the time. God, shit, I swear all the time. You should have seen a few days ago, I was trying to do something and it should have taken about half an hour. It took 4 hours. I let out a few choice words, but I didn't carry it with me all night long. I let the frustration be, I let it flow, and I let it go. Did I used to do that? Hell no. I used to carry it down around for days, sometimes weeks. God, it was terrible. But when I started focusing on my breath over time, all those idiotic things that used to bother me, they don't bother me anymore. Do I have reactions? Sure. Periodically, there's the odd thing that comes up. And I was like, oh, apparently that still bugs me a little bit. And then I ask myself why. And I go through some thought patterns that I've been practicing for a few years. And I work on it. I used to have help with it. But once after I got through that coaching, I have the general tools. And now I do it on my own. And it's automatic now. Hey, look, another cat, another vibration. So this is what it is, right? It is about you. It's about how you feel. Pardon me. And if you want to manifest more of anything in your life, more peace, you got to start creating that peace for yourself. When you create it for you, it kind of glows. It's like a flower opening, a little bud, particularly some rosebuds. Some stay in their nice, neat little shape, but others, they start with this little bud, bud, and they open and they flourish, and it becomes this big round ball of pretty little leaves. They're velvet and they're soft and they're flowy, and leave it on the stem. You can enjoy it longer than if you cut it off and put it in a box. Okay, I'm just saying. However, when you allow things to happen for you and through you, for you is the most important part. Through you allows others to benefit from this. But it does really start with you. No pressure. Seriously, honest to God, when I first heard that, I had a hissy fit. I know I said this pretty much last week, give or take a few days, whatever. It starts with you, but you got to care about you. You got to care about how you're feeling. And that's a direct quote from Abraham Hicks. You got to care about how you're feeling. And you're the only one that can do that. You can pick up the vibrations of other people and they'll make you feel good for a little while. But I want you to ask yourself this, and I just heard this on Abraham Hicks, and it made me grin. If you were the only person on the planet, could you make yourself feel good? Don't automatically say yes and don't automatically say no. Put a little thought into it. Put a little thought into it. If you were the only person on the planet, could you help yourself feel good? If you got a cat or a dog, it's very helpful too. You get flicked by a tail. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna let that go. But that's my challenge for you this week. Okay. Sit with yourself for a few minutes every day, a couple times a day. And I'm not talking half an hour. I'm talking 5 to 10 minutes. If you can make 15, make 15. Try it twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. Just try. Just you. A little bit of funky music if you like it, makes you feel good. A little bit of classical, whatever your thing is, whatever makes you feel good. There's on YouTube somewhere, there's the Schumann resonance. That is the vibration of the earth. Depending on the quality of your speakers and your headphones, whatever, it may not be a true 432, but see what you can find out. But if the music makes you feel good, listen to it. And if you can spend 10-15 minutes, great. Try for at least 5, work your way up to 10. But that's my challenge for you this week. See if you can make yourself happy without using somebody else as a crutch to get you there. Nobody else can make you happy. You're the only one controlling these thoughts. These thoughts create these feelings. It's that simple. Turn off the news 2 hours before bed. Stop scrolling social media 2 hours before bed. Find something that makes you feel good. Practice that. And then let me know how you make out. On that note, I'm going to stop babbling now. I think I covered like 14 subjects. If anything's not clear, message me. If you found any value on this whatsoever, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel so you know when the new videos are coming out. I've started doing Sunday evening meditations. They're going to vary in lengths between 5 minutes and a half an hour. And you know what? Let me know if they work for you. Bye for now. I think I gotta go feed kitties. That's why they're on my lap. Please be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You are the most important and the best project you will ever, ever have the privilege of working on. Know that you are loved. Be safe. Bye for now.